Hey, there might be somebody poke their head in here. Probably not watch them, but that's cool, whatever. I am going to pick something other than Simon the Sorcerer 3D because although I can play it, it does not, I can't get it to stream from OBS correctly because of the, I guess because it's an old, 3D made for Voodoo and I'm using the Nglide driver or whatever, and it works. I can play it, but I can't. When I try to stream it, certain parts of the picture end up really dark, and you can't see some parts. So I'm still trying to decide what game I should be playing next, and let's just kind of push this aside. That, and let's just check this out. There's only I'm not gonna be like playing all of these, or that is, I'm not gonna be looking for all of these. But let's do something here. Let's do a genre. Let's say adventure. See what just pops up. Just most of the stuff that I got because most of it is adventure. If I cut it. Anyways, so we got Toonstruck, which I'm not sure. I think this might have been free. I'm not positive if I bought that or not. Seems pretty goofy. It's got Ben Stein in it. Kind of crazy. Never played it when it was out in like '95 or '96 or something. Forget. And so what else do I got here? Abduction. Half of these are like just like free games. Supposedly, these are from the guys that brought you Myst. So I guess technically it's an adventure, right? I mean, it's like first person. It's like Myst, right? Do that. I'm not interested in doing Soma. It's kind of like this horror theme thing, and it was a free. This is also was a free game. It's not an adventure. Of course, Shadow Warrior 2 is not adventure. Emerald Gold, Oxenfree. Oxenfree is kind of adventure. It's kind of weird though. Um, Supernatural thriller about a group of friends who unwittingly open a ghostly rift. And although it looks pretty cool, it's not your typical modern adventure. So I don't know. It might still be cool to play. I'm not saying that I would never play this game or any of these games. It's just certain ones I'm not doing on the stream, you might say. So we got, what else we got? We got Grim Fandango Remastered. I know what Grim Fandango is. I played it. I used to own it until I lost it, but I can be playing that. Calabath World of Doom, which is the precursor to the Ultima series. It was what Lord Bridges', I forget his name. I know. I'm a bad person for forgetting who the founder of Origin Systems and all the Ultima games are. Except I remember Lord British. Then there's Murder Death Kill, which is, I think is a, I'm not sure what, no, MDK. Yeah, Murder Death Kill. Is this the right one? Do they no one knows what MDK stands for? As vast alien mining cities suck the power and minerals from every major metropolis. Oh, we got. Hey, cool. Look with your YouTube live. Thanks, man, or not a man if you're not. um, yeah, I am working on an adventure game of my own during the day, and I'm making videos about the development process, and then I'm using this to actually to have an excuse to play games. So I do this every every night for about an hour or so, depending, and then sometimes on Sundays, and then during the days I do my normal videos. Right now I'm trying to find what the next game I should be playing. So that's cool. I got I guess this is the most. There's two concurrent viewers, which I'm always assuming I'm the first concurrent viewer because when there's nobody else in here, it always says one concurrent. So I'm not sure what playbacks mean. If that means somebody comes in and goes out, I don't know. Anyways, stealth parachute. Actually, what is this about? MDK. I thought MDK was like murder, death, kill or something. Some weird thing. No, this is some sort of third person. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be interesting, but it looks like it's an old game, which means I might be able to play it, but I might not be able to stream it. Then we got Siberia, which was kind of a big deal, sort of, when it came out from some foreign or non-U.S. place. What else do we got here? Shadow Warrior Classic Complete is not what I'm playing adventure games because that's what I'm making. So let's see what we got here. Ascalon, no, not that. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, which I did play once before, and I actually restarted this like I don't know last year, and then I just got caught up and I kind of forgot about it. Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders. I never actually played this originally, and this looks like, I believe they said this is supposed to be the FM Towns version, I think. I'm not 100% positive, but that's what this is supposed to be, so. What does it say? Feet, please? FE3T space PLS? Is that, feet? Is that what, feet, please, or something? Anyways, it's cool. Yeah, I could do Zack McCracken. I've never actually played any version of that one. What else do we got here? I have no Biomenace is not Pirates and Pirates Gold. They're fun games. Actually, I have the original Pirates on a 5 1/4, 3.5 inch disc. Actually, the 3.5 inch was a booter, and I think the 3.5 inch has been wiped out or whatever. But the 5 1/4 still works, and it's like CGA, and it's really really old. I still have the box and everything, and the map's like all worn out. And the original Pirates was pretty cool. Sid Meier's Pirates. And this is like almost an enhanced version here, or like a or something, because the one I had old, well, sort of like this, but old EGA graphics, 16 color graphics or whatever. So what else do I have? Rex Nebular. It's a little adultish. I'm not gonna really do it on this channel, because some of the jokes are kind of lewd, and I'm kind of a PG-13 kind of guy. I mostly got it because it was really cheap, and I kept seeing it. There's this old software store that used to actually rent out computer games, and Rex Nebular was always on like the rack. Like I always saw it, and I was always wondering about it. So I got it. It was really cheap. So, but I probably won't play it on the channel, I don't think. We got Resonance, Gemini Rue, which I've already played. You can actually look on my channel and find the old live streams. You'll see Gemini Rue in there. I'm not sure that the title is on the nightly stream, though, because at first I would just say nightly stream number whatever. So you'll have to go back until you can find it, and maybe until I can rename them or something. Primordia? I'm not sure. Is this one an adventure? This one looks like an adventure, I think. It's another, I don't know if it's an indie or what. I seen it online at some point. Yeah, it looks like a point and click. Actually, it looks like a low res, like a like an AGS game or something. Whoa. Yeah, Wajidai Games.
What
It
happened
must
to the
be
humans?
my broken headphones.
Humans are behind us. Far, far
Whoa,
behind
that's
us.
too loud for me. That's because my volume's way up. This looks interesting though, I think. Maybe I should play this one. This one looks kind of interesting. Not that they all don't look kind of interesting, but...
Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light. You are safe.
Look at all those lights.
Interesting.
It's amazing, boss.
It's trouble. Trust me.
Watch It Eye seems to have pretty good for the voices. I guess it's just because they've been doing it for a while now, and they're pretty professional. The guy, Dave Gilbert, that started it, if I got his right, Dave Gilbert, yeah. Not to be confused with Ron Gilbert of Monkey Island
This
fame.
ends now. Everything ends now.
So he's been doing this for a number of years, and now he's got this company going, and they're essentially adventure game studio games, and they're actually pretty nice and professional looking. So maybe that's the one I should play next. I'm not sure. Let's go through a few more things here. We got the Blackwell games here. And I think they're in order. I think the Blackwell Legacy is first. I played the demo to this back when I was like reviewing games on one of my websites, and so there's that. I just did Simon 1 and 2. You can find that in the previous streams, and like I said, I tried to do Simon the Sorcerer last night, but you can't stream it with OBS because it was originally made for Voodoo cards, and then now it's using Nglide driver so that I can play it on a modern system. You can see what I mean if you go check out last night's stream. Tex Murphy, Under Killing Moon. Now I have to play these in order. In fact, what I did is a long time ago I used to play, or I actually rented Martian Memorandum from this video game store computer game store that I was telling you called Software Pipeline, and I actually played Martian Memorandum from that. I kind of vaguely remember. I don't remember it a lot, but sort of remember it. That was pretty cool. And then a few years ago, I got Mean Streets. Well, actually, this was like a 2-pack, Mean Streets and Martian Memorandum. I started to play it, and then I never got so far, and then I was busy again. And then the same for Quest for Glory, the first one. This is a VGA remake. Oh, it says includes the VGA remake. I'm not sure which one I was playing, but I started playing that for a while, and then I quit that. But hopefully with these, I won't be quitting any of them, so I can play the Quest for Glory games. I did play Tales of Monkey Island already, when I got it. I'm not interested in The Witcher. I've already played the Kyrandia games, but I suppose I could play them again while streaming them. Fly the Amazon Queen I just did, not like last month or whatever, streaming, so you can check that out. And let's see what else we got. Realms of Arcania. Oh, these are... Okay, so this is actually a role-playing game. I could actually play that since it's kind of in the same wheelhouse as an adventure game, even though they're not the same. I could play those. I could also play some of these Ultima. I did get the Ultima, it's like the pack of all the Ultima games up until a certain point, or like up until like Ultima 8 or something, including Calibeth. And I started a little bit, but then I didn't really get into it. But since these were free here, I decided just to go ahead and use them through this. Treasure Adventure game is actually like a platformer, but it's adventure also, so it's kind of in the similar area. Lure of the Temptress, of course, is an old made by the same people that made Beneath the Steel Sky, what Binary Illusions or whatever it was. I forget now. I started to play that, but I didn't finish that. Well, thanks, person who came in here, and I'm assuming is it still in here. That's curious, though. It didn't say you left, so maybe you're still in here? Here, I'm going to type it in the chat in here. Are you still in here? Just out of curiosity. Okay. So, now, anyways, to continue on, I just did Fly the Amazon Queen. I could do Treasure Adventure Game, Lure of the Temptress, which I hadn't started. I've already gone through Teen Agent, and the rest of these, except for the Martian Memorandums here, or the Tex Murphy games here, are the rest of them are not adventure. I guess you could say Oddworld could be considered adventure, but whatever. So either I go through them just kind of alphabetically like I have them, or I pick something. I'm actually kind of leaning to Primordia. I think I'll try Primordia. Try that one. And let's see here. Okay. Let's go ahead and install it. Continue. And we'll do that. "7 years ago. Primordia is 7 years old. Interesting. Homo Ex Machina. Publisher of Residence in the Blackwell Bundle. Interesting. Okie doke. What do I got in here? Here, Facebook. Here, okay. And let me pull up. Okay. It's fine. We kind of are this space now. Most of the others migrated out, and who's left are those who enjoy this space. Cool. I am installing Primordia, which is a game, which is a point and click from Wadjet Eye Games about a robot. That's all I know about it. Let's see if the no, probably nobody even looked here. Okay, so we're almost done, and let me go back to the streaming feed, which, whatever. Only have about 30 minutes left in the stream here. Let's do something else here. Let me go back to my big fat head. How about that? Yes, my headphones are broken. As you can see, they kind of go like that. That's because the plastic broke, because these are free headphones. They sound pretty good, and so I'm still using them because they still work. But I've kind of taped them and kind of rigged them, so now maybe they won't fall apart so fast. I also have another pair that my dad got. We got these as free gifts with something that we bought, and so he gave those to me because I guess he's not going to use them. What I did was I kept putting my ear like this, and eventually and then I'd set this on across over my second monitor, and eventually it just kind of popped, broke, or snapped or whatever. Anyways, it looks like the game is ready. And if the game is ready, it's time to go steady. I mean, it's time for me to, boom, like that. Okay. So we're going to play this, and let's see what maybe what I should do, here, let's not do that. Maybe I should go ahead and gadgets and get the clock. I'll put it over here on my second monitor and make sure it stays on top. And then I should play. And let's see what we got. Oh, wait. Let's exit. Let's check and see if we can get, like, some sort of settings deal here. I kind of keep forgetting. Primordia settings. What's it? Nearest neighbor. I can actually run in a window, but it's okay because I'm pretty sure that smooth scaled sprites, fast CPUs only. I could do that if I want. 2 times nearest neighbor, 4 times nearest neighbor, anti-alias. I'd rather do the nearest neighbor though. Huh. Direct draw 5. Interesting. Direct 3D9. Okay. Alright, everything's cool. Advanced. Okay. Let's just save it. Program installed correctly. Okay, let's play this again. I don't know that I changed anything because I really didn't. Oh. No, it's actually... Dang it. Okay. Something to do with the stupid overlays. I need to find a way of stopping them from doing the overlays. And I should have enough video to maintain smooth whatever it said. So start, programs, Primordia. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Ah. Yes, I'm sure I'll get this right one of these times. Start. Let's do this again. GOG. Primordia. Settings. Settings. Okay. So you know what? Direct draw 5. Save and run. How about that? Uh-oh. No? Still messing up, is it? Dang. Give me a second. I'm watching the playback on the thing to see what pops up. See, this is... Oh, that is working, though. Oddly enough. Huh. I don't know. I could actually still try to play it this ways. I'm not sure why it wants to. Okay, you know what? We're gonna play in a window, kind of like I think I did that for Gemini Rue. So we're gonna GOG. I gotta keep remembering that. Settings. We want to go run in a window. That just kind of doesn't matter. Um, Save and run. Okay, how about them apples? Okay, now before I do anything, error. I get it, more info, close. Supposedly it's saying that you'll see some buffering, and I'm not sure why, because I believe the actual streaming is fine. It's smooth enough and everything, and it actually doesn't look that bad up in here, or at least what I could see of it. So I don't know if that's still a problem or not. I know I'm probably talking a lot because that's what I tend to do. Start the game. Okay.
Almost there. One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you
Take out
got
my
those
glasses.
settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go.
Alrighty. Oh, you want me to do something, I guess. Okay, let's save. Keith Mordia 1. Okay, and option. Let's drop the music down a little bit and leave the audio up. Scaling 4 times. I see. Oh. I get it. Okay. No problemo. Go back.
There's no time for that. There's no time. There's no time. There's no time.
Okay.
We need to get to engineering. There's no time for that. There's no time. There's no time. There's no time for that.
Okay.
There's no time for that.
I don't know where I'm going, but alrighty. Get a move on, little doggy. Your misfortune and none of my own.
Boss?
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want?
Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Oh. Apparently I'm dead, huh? Or he's dead? That's great. I'm glad we can see it and all. Do I have gamma setting on this thing?
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Horatio.
Oh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship. And then he said plunder, again. And then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep,
How much charge have you got?
10%.
Beside.
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will and a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
Maybe. Okay.
I can't use myself until you give me hands. You know, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind. I must have dropped my data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique.
Okay, so look and pick up.
Assad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to have the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
Okay. What's interesting is what's beside, is that supposed to be like an expletive, like like crap or something, but then BSOD, blue screen of death, little hint because they're robots.
I can't pick that up.
Now, I'm not a fancy engineer like you, boss, but it seems like the unique isn't gonna fly without its tail on.
It's one of the unique's turbines.
The big engine that couldn't.
I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I certainly don't have time to build now.
Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
Ah, I wanted a gumball.
What is that little Tom Servo?
I wanted a gumball.
Little Tom. Yeah, this is.
A broken robot I dragged out of the junk pile.
It
I
looks like.
salvaged the sarcasm coprocessor from it for Crispin.
Yeah, it works great.
Yeah, that looks like Tom Servo. Right there. Yep. Okay, so map, data.
The data pouch is registered to me. The data pouch is registered to me.
Great. Okay, switch the map then. Junk.
If that red light went off, I bet the train would start going.
Crispin, sometimes I think you're trying to get me to waste time.
Who, me?
Still red. There's nothing worth bothering with.
How do you think a train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
Looks like some kind of lockbox. It's locked tight. It's 3 pieces of Gordium conduit. Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless.
Can I look? How do I look? Inventory?
2 segments of Gordium conduit. There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there. I can't reach the conduit. There's a piece of Gordium...
Boss, just think of all the brothers and sisters you could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough.
Okay, use Kristen on
Crispin,
2.
can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
I suppose.
It almost sounds like Alec Baldwin a little bit. Just slightly.
That
Or
would
at
have
least...
been a lot easier with hands, boss.
Three segments of Gordium conduit. There's nothing more of value in there. Looks like an old P2, or is it a P3? Endless junk. It's closed.
Let's open the door.
It's locked tight. Still locked.
Use...
That's never going to work. I doubt that will have any effect. Futile.
Okay. So how do I...
Maybe you should check out the emergency generator and see if you can get it running.
Yeah, but where is the emergency
I
generator?
can't see anything to do with it.
How do I... Whoops. Alright, fine. Let's use the map and let's go back to the unique.
A sturdy cable.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Let's go.
It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not. It's the Unique's tag. There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
It's the generator's ignition switch. Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working.
Apparently needs a spark
At least the
plug.
putty is still good. The generator is missing a spark plug. There's supposed to be a power-bearing
Let's see something here. Let's check our inventory.
a good length of heavy-duty cable designed for carrying data.
Can I put that in the socket?
It's a data cable, not a power cable.
No. So I need a power cable for that, huh?
I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
Alright.
Some very sticky grease. I can't just scoop it up. It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit. Blasted leaking gasket.
Is it blasted or leaking?
Okay, let's use the putty on the hose.
As much as I'd love to fix that leak someday, we have more important things to do. Plus, it would be a waste of the putty.
Alrighty. Can I
I've
pick up the
tried
hose?
patching this a dozen different ways without success.
Alright, let's hit up the ladder, I guess.
More Gordium conduit.
Okay, I guess I can go ahead and go back down the ladder. And... okay.
It won't work until they're locked together.
Well, how do I put them how do I lock them together?
5 segments of Gordium conduit.
What do I need to do? How do I...
Futile. Futile. I doubt that will have any...
I'd love to help, boss, but I'm all mouth and no hands.
I'll need to get a closer look to see how it fits together. It won't work until they're locked together. That's never going to work.
How do I lock
It
them
won't work
together?
until they're locked together.
Fine. Go back up the ladder, I guess. I can't do anything for right now.
What was I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there? There's no way I can reach that. There's no way I can reach that. This is no time for... Without power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Bad timing with those repairs, huh, boss?
It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
Strange clouds, huh, boss?
Yeah, strange clouds. Oh, hey. Hey, Uber Serials V2. And see you there. You need to get a tool or find a machine. Yeah, I'm
Strange.
I'm figuring that out. Now the question is, okay, how do I... okay, exit, I guess. Okay, let's go to the
The hatch
hatch.
is unresponsive.
So the question is, where would I... okay. Somehow I need to get the lantern. Or one of the lanterns.
The unique looks dead, boss.
Just sleeping.
Okay, let's use a Crispin to get a lantern.
Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
You can knock it down or whatever.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so
Okay.
that you could store tools on
Cool.
hard-to-reach ledges.
Well, that too.
Let's see if we can
Boss,
get the other
instead
lamp.
of digging through junk for hidden parts, why don't we dig through the unique for hidden tools?
Exactly
Well,
what tool did you have in mind?
The plasma torch, boss. I'm sure we could find it if we looked hard enough.
I'm sure we could, since all I did was slide it somewhere down where you can't reach it.
If I can't reach it, why don't you tell me where it is?
No.
Okay, so let's use Crispin. Wait, what I meant to do is...
That's way too big for me to get, boss, and you know it.
Alright, fine. Let's go back over here. Let's let's see. Let's use the lantern on the hatch so we can see down there. Console.
Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I couldn't find a working
Yep.
fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm
Okay.
a floating bomb. Sweet.
Oh, okay. Can I climb down, back down? Yes, I can. Okay, good. Books.
I don't need to bring these with me.
After all, boss, life is stranger than fiction.
Okay, so I don't need the sheet metal. I just need to.
The controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
Well, dang. Now what do I do? Okay.
The controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
I know that. Let's check out the
It
gospel.
couldn't hurt to bring the gospel of man with us.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough.
Okay, good, I guess. Let's look at the
I
sheet
can't
metal.
pick that up.
Hey, boss, what about trying to open that lockbox I found earlier today? Maybe someone buried treasure in it.
That's fine, except for I'm trying to.
I don't really want to try that.
Okay. What else? Do we got anything? It's got the book. Oops, that's not what I want to do. In the beginning, all was still and silent. Then man, the all-builder, spoke the word, and the word begat the code. And so the world began to spin. Thus dawned the primordium, the first age of building. Man moved across the world and built many wonders in the heavens and paved the sky roads. On the land, he raised mystic towers. In the dark depths, he dug colossal caves. Colossal cave adventure. Most incredible of all were the many machines designed by man, but still the all-builder was not satisfied. So with both of his hands, man built a body of steel in his own image, and with his right hand he gave logic and memory he gave with his left. Then man said, now I will quicken this machine with the spark of power, and together we shall walk upon the earth, and it was done. Thus spun the world, and grew the code, and multiplied the living machines, and slowly passed the primordium. Who can count the version generations that mark the age, that age? Wonder how long this thing is. Power up the console. Alright, just a sec. In the time the all-builder looked upon the many things he had built, sky roads, mighty towers, above all upon the living machines. Weary with his labor, man set himself beside the robots, and said unto them, for you, my children, I spoke the word, and fired the engine of the road. For you I wrote the code, and to you I gave logic and memory. Then man, the all-builder, stood and took the machines in his hands and guided them to a great mountaintop. Together they looked upon the world in its beauty. All of this was made for you, and now unto you all this is given. Keep it and tend it and make it flourish. And the all-builder fell silent and passed from the world, and so ended the primordium. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and console. What do I power the console with, though? That's the question.
Totally unilluminating.
Okay. Well, fine. Use Crispin on the console.
I'm not doing that until you build me some arms.
Okay, let's just hit the console. Let's see what happens there. No, that just takes me to the... Just a second, I am blinking, which means somebody in IRC is... Uhfgood's game is pretty interesting. I'm playing Legos. Okay, Mesmer was saying my game is interesting. Alright. And this is because I have my my computer set to shut down at 10:30. Except these days lately I've been actually doing some work at night, so okay, so let's go back here.
Hey, boss, did you ever hear the one about the telescope and the poop deck?
No, and I don't intend to now either.
Alrighty, so I can go back down here, I guess. Let's look in the bed here.
So that's where you keep
Oh,
it.
okay,
Why
there's
were
the
you
torch.
looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
Okay, so let's see if we can do this plasma torch on the
Time for a little
conduits.
welding.
Okay, there we go. Finally got it.
Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Okay, so really what I need to do now is to hit the console so we can go back top side. And what do I want to do? I want to hit exit. Okay, how do I get down there? There we go. Let's go down the ladder. Let's go to the emergency generator. I still need a spark plug though, but right now I can place this in the socket.
The generator is missing a spark plug.
Alright. I'm not sure where to get the spark plug.
It's the Unique's tag. It's the
Huh. So where do I get a spark plug? You know Windows. Cool. Wait. What do you mean I know Windows? Grease, emergency generator. Hose. Okay, so I'm gonna exit off this side. Okay, this is where I was. And I don't think there's anything in here though.
I can't move this.
Alright. So let's head back to the junk pile and see if there's anything over there I can do. Actually, let's use the blowtorch. Or plasma torch, I mean. On the lockbox.
Let's see if this works.
There we go.
Is that a spark plug, boss? Who locks up a spark plug?
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it.
Of course. Alright, so let's save this sucker here. And I'll just go ahead and save it over my first save game. Cool art style. Oh yeah. Primordia is pretty cool looking. The command you just extended your shutdown with on the command prompt. Oh yeah. Yes, replace. Yeah, it's just the task scheduler, and you do a few parameters, and you can actually have it like warn you. It was neat. Yeah, I guess it's kind of neat. But it has a thing where it will warn you. So I have it shut down at 10:30 and give me like a 5-minute warning, and so it pops up.
One robot's junk is another robot's treasure.
And then
If only I were another robot.
shutdown /A, it just says to abort it basically. So okay, so I'm gonna try to use the plasma torch on the door.
It's reinforced steel.
Oh well. I was hoping that would work, but oops. That didn't work. Alright. Let us go. Alright.
It's just scrap.
Wait, how do I exit out of here again? Did I walk? I think I just walked, right? Can't remember how to get out of this part here.
It's just scrap.
Do you remember what I did to actually exit the screen here? Is there an exit here? I can't remember now. Oh, I guess I could just use the map here. Go back to this. That's right. Okay, so back to the generator. Let's get the spark plug. And let's pop this baby in. And let's throw the switch. See what happens. And there was light. Great.
Whew, I thought we were in trouble when Big Ugly stole our core. But just like that, problem solved.
The problem is not solved.
Well, I agree. The noise leaves something to be desired.
This is an emergency generator, Crispin.
Well, it was an emergency, boss.
It only runs for a few days, if that.
Oh. Well,
So-
do we have another one?
No. Which means it still is an emergency.
Well, in
Okay.
that case, first dibs on the recharge station.
Okay.
So, what's the plan, boss?
Yeah,
We
what
need
is
to
the plan?
recover our power core.
Or we could just take the train to Metropole and live in luxury.
First of all, there is no train to Metropole. And second, even with full charges, we can't just walk there. But more importantly, I hate that city. It's in my core logic. I don't know why, but I can't change it.
Okay, okay.
All right.
In that case, can't you just make us a new power core?
Yes, but I need some kind of strong energy source for that.
And you just make one of those too?
Nope.
I'm just asking.
No, but somewhere around here are the plans for an energy sensor.
That's awfully convenient.
I designed it a long time ago, before I made you. I even found a sodium iodide crystal to use in the sensor, though man alone knows where it's buried now. It's the Unique's recharging station. We're fine on energy, for now.
Okay, what else do we got here?
Hey, boss, what do all these buttons and switches do?
I think there's some sort of defense mechanisms, but I can't figure them out.
Can I
I've never
click
been
him?
able to figure it out.
Uh-huh. Hatch books.
A collection of product manuals, how-to guides, and technical treatises.
Do you think the sensor design might be in here?
No, these are all books I scavenged. I've never been able to figure it out.
Okay. So, I guess let's just open the hatch, I guess.
All are equal in Metropole, equal parts of the great
Radio.
Pretty great how you can plug this radio in anywhere, huh, boss?
Too bad there's nothing on it.
Weary wanderers, come, join us in Metropole, city of glass and light.
It's a universal interface plug connecting the antenna to the radio.
Here is haven for all and
I bet I can find a better use for this plug.
Come, join us in Metropole.
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
I guess that makes two birds. Nothing more to do with it.
Alright. Well, at least I got, hey, a new, cable or something here, right?
It's a universal interface plug.
What, it's not a universal serial bus or whatever? It's not a USB plug? It's a USB plug, they just don't know yet.
A computer terminal.
That is where our power core should be shedding its light silently.
Okay. Plans?
There's the design. I'll put the keynotes into my data pouch.
How does it even work?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
Oh, right.
Okay.
The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor.
Alright, so we're gonna have to break out the old 386 somewhere?
The original designs for Crispin.
Hey, there are arms here! An awesome set of tractor treads!
I went with a maglev unit instead, and I never could find good arms. The original designs for
Okay, I already looked at that.
the energy.
Alright.
The energy.
Alright, I already looked at that.
I found this in the dunes. It reads, pound pastrami, canned kraut, 6 bagels, bring home for Emma.
Okay, pastrami. Sounds good.
It's Crispin's to-do list. Funny how it never gets any shorter.
That's your fault, boss, not mine.
Blueprint, plans. Is there anything else?
An ancient liquid crystal display.
Can use that as a monitor, I bet. Aha. Check that out. Okay, so... Alright, radio.
Too bad we only have one record.
Is that supposed to be music playing?
Boss, is it okay if I sleep in the cradle until we have a new power core?
No.
Okay, I had enough of that. Okay, let's click on the interface thingy here. What do we got?
A universal socket for plugging in peripheral hardware.
Okay.
A Quentin Questron LCD monitor.
Okay. Let's use that in the
View.
socket. Okay.
A simple computer interface with a socket for connecting external hardware.
Alright, let's try something else. Let's try the plug in the socket.
It fits, but there's no point unless I connect the plug to something else first.
Okay, so let's put the plug to the LCD screen.
The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU.
Okay, I need a CPU then. Alright. That's just the same thing, and that's just the same thing. Okay. Hole breach. Hatch. Hatch. Let's see, is this the hatch I came through? No, this is the outer hatch. Okay. Let's go back into the inner hatch. Let's see if we can find something. Okay, let's go in here. Actually, let's go back over here. Looks like... Is that a door there? Kind of.
An old rag.
Maybe you can use that to wipe up the grease. Or not.
Wow, first the power core and now a rag. This is not your day.
Okay, fine.
It's an excellent tail. It's just detached. I don't think that would be wise.
Okay. Alright, let's check some more stuff. Cables. Oh, wait a minute, I do have a cable, don't I? Forgot. The cable. Check that out.
A long cable with an interface plug on one end.
I'd still need like a CPU though,
The
because
monitor is designed.
Okay. Data pouch, putty, lantern.
A mysterious list I found in the dunes.
Somebody's menu, somebody's... And system user, Horatio. Geo coordinates 894 Metropole. Center plans.
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. There needs to be some kind of connector between the crystal and the cable. There needs to be some kind of...
Okay, so we got that. I need the crystal and I need a CPU apparently. All right. Let's see what else we can find here. Which hatch was this? That was this one.
Hey, boss, what do...
I think there's some sort of...
Oh, you can't figure them out. That's right. Books, papers. Let's look at the papers.
Crispin, why is your diary still scattered all over the floor?
Are you going to keep nagging me until we run out of power, boss?
Maybe.
Yes.
Papers. Books. Recharge station. Let's go to this hatch. What's over here? Okay, this is my room again, right?
I can't pick that up.
That piece of sheet metal really ties the room together, boss.
Okay, so we got books, the bed.
I still don't see why I don't get a bed.
Because you have a flat bottom to rest on.
Looking at my bottom, are you, boss?
Funny. Sure. Okay, so there's supposed to be like computers all over this place, or CPUs or whatever. I don't see nothing though. Very interesting. Look at the whole breach, which I
I
haven't
don't think
actually.
that would be wise. Yet another reason that besotting robots should be reduced to scrap.
Okay, so beside is a expletive, which comes from, of course, blue screen of death, right? Let's see what we got here. Those are just the lanterns.
What was I thinking leaving all my lanterns up there?
Hatch, chair.
An old captain's chair. I moved it here from navigation. A large observational telescope.
Let's try to use it now that we've got power. Oh. I gotta look at the... Actually, I gotta look at the data. And let's go over here. 894. So let's type 894. Oh, let's hit the power button first. 894.
This
Return.
isn't the time to test out the telescope.
Alright. Whatever. Whatevs.
This is no time for sitting around.
I'm not trying to sit around. I'm trying to find something. Ooh, 3 concurrent users. Neat. Alright, let's head down the ladder. Hose. There's the rag.
Hopefully, finding the power core will be just as easy.
I doubt it. It's one of the Unique's turbines.
Alright. Just for kicks, let's take the rag and let's dip it into the grease. Now I got a greasy rag for some
That was
reason.
a perfectly good rag.
Good for what?
You could have buffed me till I shined, boss. At least then, when they found my powerless chassis lying in the dunes, they'd say, "Wow, look at that gorgeous piece of machinery."
I think I'd rather have some grease.
I obviously need some grease for something. I don't know what, but for something.
Boss, are you ever going to do anything about that oil leak?
Yes, after we recover our power core.
Now who's making excuses?
Alright, so the next thing I want to do then is I want to go to... Alright, let's use the map. Let's go back to the junk. Let's see if we can find anything there again.
I guess it was actually some kind of machine. I'm pretty sure it was already dead, though. It's closed.
It's also locked, but I just wanted to see if there's something you could do about it.
Still locked. There's nothing more of value.
Right.
Endless junk. Looks like an old P2. Or is it a P3?
Huh.
How do you think a train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
Better just to leave it alone. Better just to...
Alright. So now I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here.
A small lump of electrically conductive putty.
Electrically conductive, that could be good.
The rag is covered in sticky grease. A long cable with an interface plug on one end. For cutting and welding, it can't be beat. A Quentin Questron LCD monitor.
let's look at the lantern.
A reliable electric lantern that I cobbled together years ago.
How do you lose a crystal, boss? If I had one, I'd attach it to my head.
That's why I put it somewhere you wouldn't find it.
You can't hide something shiny forever.
Okay, so where did he put it?
There's nothing worth bothering with.
I'm out of ideas. What do you think? Anybody who's watching? I guess you're still in here, but...
It's just scrap. It's just scrap. It's just scrap. It's just scrap.
Can I just start using the plasma torches and stuff?
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
Alright, let's use that up again, and let's go back to the unique, I guess. And then wonder what the heck I'm supposed to be doing here. Right, I was just in here. Turbine. Whoops. Well. Shoot, it's almost 11 now. Hatch. Hatch, hatch. I am not sure what to do now.
I don't need to bring these with me.
See, this is supposed to be full of CPUs, but...
We're fine on energy, for now. A
Oh,
volume about subsumption architecture among maintenance labori. I don't need that.
alright. Thought I'd found something.
Just some reminders I left to myself. Just some reminders I left to myself.
That is where our power...
There's nothing I can do with it until I have some kind of power source.
Go back into this hatch. And this goes back out here. So now I'm just sort of stuck now. Okay, well... I don't know. I might have to quit for now.
Geo-coordinates for various locations. Plans for an energy sensor. Plans for an energy sensor. The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. There needs to be some kind of connector between the crystal and the cable. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor. A mysterious list I found in a mysterious... The data pouch is registered to me.
Well... And there's nothing I can do now. What's... Okay, fine. Let's use the torch on the...
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
Okay. Fine. Let's try using the torch on this.
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it.
Why not?
Boss, since everything else awesome in the unique, by which I mean the plasma torch, turns up in your room, maybe we should look there for the crystal.
Yeah, but I've been trying to look here.
I still don't see why I don't...
I can't.
Is there something maybe I'm missing here? Oh, there's the crystal.
Aha! Here's the crystal.
Right under our noses.
Finally.
That is, if we had noses.
Okay, so...
A sodium iodide crystal. It pulses when exposed to energy.
So, let's do that with the...
I need something to hold it in place to carry the charge.
Okay.
Are you really trying to build us an energy sensor from a bunch of garbage?
Crispin, I built you from a bunch of garbage.
From spare parts, boss. Spare parts.
A Quentin Questron LCD monitor. The cable's far too long to be useful.
Okay. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go in here. Alrighty, let's look at the plans again.
The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor. The original design... It's Crispin's to do...
That's your...
I found this in the dunes. I found this in the... I doubt that will have any effect.
Well, you've got all the parts except the computer stuff. Maybe you should start putting the sensor together.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay. Crystal connector cable.
There needs to be some kind of connector between the crystal and the cable. The cable carries the pulse to the computer.
Alright.
The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
See something here.
A simple computer interface with a socket for connecting external hardware. A universal socket for plugging in peripheral hardware. It needs a plug. I doubt that will have any effect. A long cable with an interface plug on one end.
Use torch on.
Let's cut a little cable off.
There we go.
Well, just goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out.
Great. Aha. I'm figuring stuff out now. Ooh, look at that. I figured it out. How about them apples?
The sensor's detecting energy at these coordinates.
Okay. 652-817-608.
Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
But didn't you just tell me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay, you're right. We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason.
Oh, wait. Okay. Before I do anything, let's check out my data. Now, should have... Okay, good. It's got these. So now I can actually look in the telescope. So now we got the telescope. Alrighty. Let's use the telescope. I need to check the data. Let's try... Actually, let's try 894 again. I just want to see what it's supposed to look at.
Bright lights, big city.
Metropole is nothing but trouble.
Okay. Now what? Okay, let's use the telescope again. 652. I believe it was the number, or is it
Nothing
654?
but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Okay. Radioactive waste. Data. 817. 817. Okay. 817.
Boss? That looks like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
Okay, so we got a robot. Now, let's go ahead and use the telescope again. Let's go ahead and check out what's next. 608. 608.
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully.
Okay. Let's see. 671. 671.
More waste.
Well, you're the one who loves the junk pile.
Scrap isn't waste.
If you say so, boss.
Okay. What do we have next? Let's check out. $212, $159. Okay, so $212.
It's pitch black.
Boss, that's because the telescope's pointing straight down at the deck.
Oh.
Okay. And 159.
Strange. There's some kind of odd device surrounded by glass. Whatever that machine is, it must be throwing off some kind of energy.
Why do I not like the sound of this?
Alright. Device. Okay, so now let's go ahead and save it again. Let's save it in Keep Mordia 2. And then let's check the map out. Go back to junk.
Boss, how in the world are we gonna find a power source in all this junk?
Still red. Better just to leave it. There's nothing more of value. I can't see any. Still locked.
Sometimes I think to myself, maybe you should be in charge.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay, fine. Let's go to the map. Let's go to the robot first.
Man's creation.
What are we looking at? It's like a xenomorph robot or something. Terminator? Unicron? What do we got here?
That is one big robot.
Then it must have a big power core.
I'm pretty sure he wants to eat me, boss.
Robots don't eat, Crispin.
Look how he's staring at me.
It's not staring at anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, we have to find a way to get at its power core. Let's look around. There is a band of corroded metal on this fingertip. If I could break it off, I might be able to get at the robot's power cables. It's corroded, but I can't break into it with my bare hands.
Boss, are you really gonna cut that finger off?
Just the tip,
Why?
to see if we can get at power cables to tap into.
You're sure you're not just torturing the poor guy?
No, but to tell you the truth, for some reason I don't like the look of him.
That's what I've been saying all along, boss.
Just let me concentrate.
Awesome.
Bugs and glitches. There are no power lines running through here at all. All that for a rusty fingertip.
Can it generate power?
No.
Just checking.
Crispin, help me take a look at these vents. It looks like the robot is circulating air through these vents. I can feel air moving.
That is one big robot.
It's great.
A giant fingertip made of corroded steel.
Alright.
Is that a mouth or some kind of doorway?
Either way, I'm steering clear of it.
Anyone home? There's no reason to cut that. Or... Anyone home?
Okay, let's use Crispin on the
I
door.
doubt that will have any effect.
How about I use the lantern on the...
I think I see a giant brain?
Can you reach it?
No, the duct gets too narrow. I think I see...
Can you reach it?
No, the duct...
That's right. Let's pick his nose, shall we?
There's no way I can reach that. I can feel air. There's no way I can...
That is...
Alright. Well, let's see what we can see on... Okay, let's see what we can see on the device here. Let's check the map. Let's go to device.
Looks like some kind of armored robot.
I sure hope he's friendly.
Okay, let's save. We'll save it here.
It's a giant sheet of obsidian. Something must have melted the sand here a long time ago. Maybe that bomb? Hey, Crispin, I bet I could fix that old bot up pretty quickly.
Are you kidding me, boss? Look at him, he's ready to go postal any minute.
What are you talking about?
Those beady little eyes, the flat, emotionless face, and his head. It's like a toaster. And you know that toasters are evil.
Fine, fine, you win.
Toasters
It's not
are
like we have
evil.
time to go building robots right now anyway. looks like a big bomb.
Full of
Welcome, wanderer of the wide wastes. Lost one, pilgrim. Welcome once more to the shrine to man, our lord and builder. I am ever faithful Leobild, steward of the shrine, preacher of the humanist creed, and I am once more at thy service.
Once more? I don't remember ever meeting you. I'm Horatio Nullbuild, version 5.
5 is a righteous number, holy before man, for 5 were the primordial stewards, built by man to safeguard the last lost city of Metropole. But I meant thy first version and thy third. Thou camest in thy infancy in wrath confusion, denouncing the shrine as a weapon once turned against thee. Later, thou returnest, penitent, and I taught thee the mysteries of humanism. Yet, though memory be fleeting, faith endureth.
What is that thing?
That thing, O defile not thy tongue, wanderer. Yon shrine is a relic of the primordial, ancient and glorious. Imbued with man's power, it changed the very sand to crystal.
Did he just say power?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, this is gonna be like what, some anti-war thing, like we destroy each other and all we have left are these robots or something.
I'm looking for a power source, and I detected one here. Can you help? This is a matter of life and death.
Power is not mine to bestow, wanderer. It is the gift of man, yea, the very spark of life in our iron shells. Who am I to usurp that sacred power?
I'm not sure I was clear.
Nay, thou wert clear, wanderer, but thy question leads only to darkness. Ask another.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Indeed, the very thing passed this way scarce hours ago. With a gentle hand I bestowed a gift upon the heathen, a relic from yon shrine. So tamed it hied hence unto the waste.
Really? Where did it go?
I followed the thing for many miles, exhorting it to follow the path of righteousness. But I fear it was unready for enlightenment, for it struck me down with a beam of energy.
That sounds familiar.
Do you know where it was heading?
Indeed, wanderer. Its way was clear. It sought to return to the den of iniquity that once in mine own youth I fled.
And where is that?
Metropole?
Set thy path in the 73rd degree, and thou shalt find it. Thy destination is a dome arising from the waste. Go, but keep with thee the word of man, lest wickedness lead thee astray.
Okay. Dome.
I am also a humanist.
So I taught thee, wanderer. If thou hast kept the faith, then unto this shrine thou mayest pay devotion. But this is the relic for the adept, not the neophyte, wanderer. And I must know that thou hast not fallen into darkness and heresy. Answer me these questions 3, that I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
I'm supposed to have read that book, right? Because I did.
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
The first
The
builder.
first builder.
Nay, but he is not the first builder. For first he spake, and spake the word, and 'twas the word that built the code. Go now and study the teachings of man.
Alright. That means I have to go back through the book here. Images. Is perfection, machine, unbreakable form, endless memory, absolute logic. Okay. Built by those, built by man. The all builder.
I've read enough.
Oh. I get it. Man, the old builder spoke the word, this person, and moved across the world, built many wonders and scales, raised towers, was credible were the many machines designed by man, but the old builder was not satisfied. Man built the body still in his own image, with his right hand he gave logic, memory he gave his left. Now cook the machine spark power, and together we shall walk on the earth, and it was done. Spun the world, grew the code, multiplied living machines, slowly passed on. What age? In time, the All Builder looked upon many things. He built the sky, where his land. For you, I spoke the word and fired the engine of the world. For you, I wrote the code and gave the logic and memory. Then man, the guided in a great mountaintop. Made for you. Alright. Okay. Right hand logic, left hand memory. Okay, I got it.
I'm ready to be tested again.
Let's
Answer
see.
me these questions 3. I may know thou art.
Okay.
Why are we here?
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
Perfect machine.
A perfect machine.
Thou answerest simply, but the simplest answer may be the truest. And here thou speakest truly. With what duty did man charge us?
Maintain.
To maintain the world.
Yea, brother, for it is written that man said unto the machines, keep this world, tend it, and make it flourish. That, then, is our first and foremost charge. So thou hast studied the catechism. I shall question thee on that matter no more. But tell me, wanderer, dost thou know thyself? Who art thou?
One of man's works.
Thou speakest truly, wanderer, but incompletely. For if thou went naught by one of man's works, then what difference betwixt thee and junkyard scrap? Know thyself, then return.
Okay. Dang it.
I've read enough.
We are lesser machines built by those built by man.
I know my name.
Who art thou?
Horatio Nobuild, version 5.
Nay, wanderer, but thou art not. Though thou callest the sun the moon, yet still it is the sun. Horatio is the name thou wearest, but is it not thee? Know thyself, then return.
Oh,
It's ever faithful Leo built. I know my...
Who art?
I am what I am.
An elliptic answer, wanderer, and untrue. Man alone is his own essence. Thy essence comes from man. Know thyself, then.
I know
Who art?
a free robot.
I wanderer, free thou art, for man created thee free to revere him. But many are free, and yet are not thee. Know thyself, then return.
I know my name.
Who art?
Okay.
One of man.
Thou speakest truly, wanderer. Know thyself.
Alright, whatever.
Nay, wanderer, thou art.
I see.
Alright, fine, whatever. Whatever.
Whoa, look at all this wrecked stuff. Do you think Big Ugly did all this?
No. Whatever happened here happened a long time ago. A large M.
Or maybe a rotated E. Or an upside down W.
Broken down machine parts. They're completely corroded and worthless. Completely It's some kind of broken down android. Something must have damaged this robot's head. I wonder what happened. We might be able to learn something from such a primitive robot design.
Like how to build a power core?
Very funny. There's a radio transmitter in here. Empty. Empty. Ah, there's a basic targeting CPU in here, and it's still intact.
Let's just hope there aren't any incoming space invaders or missiles that the gun was supposed to take care of.
Okay. So now, what do I have?
A fairly basic CPU.
That's
CPU and a monitor. A pretty basic radio transmitter. Looks like its battery is dead. A giant finger. The transmitter isn't turning on.
alrighty.
Looks like a bunker made of concrete and steel, but what is it guarding? Anyone home?
Maybe it's voice activated and password locked.
Metropole. No luck. Man. No luck. M. No luck. E. No luck. W. No luck. Unlock. No luck. Open. No luck. A large M. Better just to leave. The transmitter's dead. Broken down machine parts. They're completely corroded and worthless.
Oh, are these the kind of treads you were going to use in my original design?
Not exactly.
Hey, boss, can I have that big gun for an arm?
Spare me your fantasies, Crispin.
Alright.
Ever Faithful told me that 5 is a holy number because there were 5 primordial stewards in Metropole. One of Ever Faithful's questions. One of Ever Faithful's question. One of Ever Faithful. The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. There needs to be some kind of connector between the crystal and the cable. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
I forget what am I doing here? Oh. Right. Okay.
Well, boss, you did it again.
It's a mobile energy sensor. I just need to wave it over something to see if it has a power source.
Alrighty. Let's go to the junk area. Let's use the
It's not detecting any energy. It's not detect.
Hey, you found something.
There's no way I can reach that. Crispin, go and see if you can find the power source.
You have got to be kidding me.
What is it?
A battery. A besotting battery.
Pick it up. Use the battery on.
Maybe someday the transmitter will give us a power source in return, huh, boss?
Very funny.
Okay, so now I'm probably up way too late now, but let's go ahead and do this one more time. Let's go to the dome. Let's use the transmitter on the door.
Ooh, good idea, boss. Maybe it's remote controlled.
Maybe. Let's see what we got here.
Crispin, get back. No luck.
Oh, I need a combination. How do I get a combination?
A pretty basic radio transmitter. By playing with the settings, I can send up to a 4-digit signal.
That's great, but where am I going to get the 4 digits from?
Hey, boss.
Spare me.
Hey, boss.
Spare. A large M. It's a reinforced steel. Something must have. I wonder what. We might be able to learn something from such a primitive robot design.
Like...
Very funny. Empty. Empty.
Okay, let's do something else. Let's use the sticky rag on the M.
How would that even work? I doubt that will have any.
Alright, that didn't help. It's like, where am I gonna find the combination to that thing anyways?
I've got to say, this is probably the coolest place we've been yet. Guns, tanks, broken down robots. I bet if the giant robot opened his mouth, he'd try to eat us. Still, I kind of want to make him open his mouth, just to see him try to catch me. I may not be big, but I'm fast.
Are you through?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Five primary steers.
Everfaithful told me that 5 is a holy number because there were 5 primordial stewards in Metropole.
Okay, so I guess, I don't know. I guess that's gonna be about it here. I'm gonna quit here in just a sec, because I am totally 100% stuck now.
I found this in the dunes. It reads, pound pastrami, canned kraut, 6 bagels, bring home for Emma. I found this in the dunes. It reads, pound pastrami, canned kraut, 6 bagels, bring home for Emma. It's Crispin's to-do list.
That's your...
The original... The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor.
Okay, I already got that, so...
There's nothing I can do. It's Crispin's log. In order to preserve his privacy and my sanity, I've avoided reading it. It's Crispin's log. In order to preserve his privacy and my sanity, I've avoided reading it. I don't need that. A volume about... It's Crispin's... In order to preserve... It's Crispin... In order to...
Hey, boss, what do
I think there's some sort of... I don't need to bring these with me.
I still don't...
It's ever faithful. I found the dome you described, but it is closed up. Do you know how to get in?
Nay, Wanderer, for never did I plan to return down that dark path.
Goodbye.
Fare thee well, Wanderer. I shall meet thee hence.
Okay.
Frankly, that was ridiculous.
Something must be wrong with his language processing unit.
That's the least of his problems, boss. A shrine? That thing's a giant bomb. And I thought you were crazy about that humanist stuff.
Cable and... I don't know, I'm stuck, whatever. Go to the giant robot again for a sec.
You know, boss, if the giant robot couldn't circulate air through its nose, it might have to open its mouth.
And then try to eat you.
Try is right.
Alright. Giant sticky rag.
I can't reach, and I'd like to get a closer look anyway.
Very fun.
There's no way I can reach that. Is that a mouth or some kind of doorway?
Either way, I'm steering clear of it.
Anyone home?
Okay, so use the...
I can't reach. It's detecting energy.
What am I supposed to do?
I can't reach.
can't carry it.
Don't know.
I'm not ticklish, boss.
There's no way I can reach that.
Huh.
A reliable electric lantern.
Yeah.
That fingertip you just cut off is about the same size as the giant robot's nostril.
Yeah,
Why
but
am I even suggesting this? I'm not ticklish, boss.
okay, use the cable.
How would that even work? Futile. That's never going to work. How would that even... That's never going... Futile. There's no way I can reach that.
Boss, that rag might work to clog one of the... Okay, I think I know what to do, but I'll give it to you in code. After all, I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Oh.
Babaslu 135, Gabaslu 122, Maba...
Crispin, that's not code. That's just gibberish.
You always ruin everything, boss. That fingertip you just cut off is about the same size as the giant robot's nostril. Why am I even suggesting this?
I don't know. Let's. Can I do that with the sticky rag?
Futile.
That's fine.
Okay, fine. Here's an idea. You stop bothering me.
Anyone home? I can feel air move. It looks like the robot is circulating air through these vents. There's no way I can reach. I can feel air. There's no way I can reach that. Could you try pushing this rag into the vent?
Seriously?
Yes.
So much for getting buffed. There. It's clogged. I hope you're happy.
Okay, finally, it's trying to figure out how to do that.
Crispin, try shoving this into that vent.
There we go. Figured it out.
There's something ironic about that. Ironic and disturbing. Well, boss, you did it again.
In we go.
We?
Oh, by the hand of man. Come on.
I'm telling you, boss, that thing wants to eat me.
Crispin.
Fine. But you go first.
Alright, save. Save it on 3. And let's go into the mouth. Actually, I could just cut it here, I think.
Hello, unidentified robot. We were two parts of the grid.
The great what?
That data is lost.
Well, I am Horatio Nobuilt, version 5.
Now we are alpha and beta. More or less.
Boss, I'm pretty sure these guys took one EMP blast too many along the line.
It's a deactivated keypad. It's a deactivated keypad. It must be controlled by that keypad over there. Alpha. He's a low-grade servitor robot.
Hey, what would you say about me?
No comment. Beta. What happened to you?
Virus. You escape too much data.
Too little memory.
Back incomplete.
Division.
Fragmentation.
Madness.
You got that right.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
The answer.
Is lost.
Fragmented. Gamma. We seek
Unification.
resurrection.
Vengeance.
From
Gamma.
Gamma. Unity.
Memories.
Answers. He knows what is mad.
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 Pot, meat, kettle.
Ah. Do you have a power core?
Activating diagnostic module. Memory and reasoning system.
Okay.
Shut down for virus quarantine. Higher reasoning downloaded to servitors. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma.
Boss, is it just me, or did Alpha just stop being crazy?
Air ventilation system. Primary ventilators clogged. Obstruction unknown. Secondary ventilation engaged. Power system. Partially damaged. Power level functioning at 83.1%. Power core charge sufficient to maintain present operations for 4,553,199,011.3 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
Communication system.
Okay, enough.
Terminating diagnostic.
Can we have your power core?
No. Gamma. Perhaps.
Perhaps. Gamma.
Yes.
Gamma might say yes.
Yes.
You're an incomplete backup?
We are Alpha.
Beta.
Answer deemed
Unsatisfactory.
unsatisfactory. Higher reasoning.
Unavailable.
Gamma.
Gamma. Gamma knows.
knows.
Who is Gamma?
Third. Highest.
Deepest.
Mad. Gamma.
Gamma.
Find. Gamma will complete.
Restore. Unite.
Gamma.
So, they need Gamma in order to defragment themselves and return to a single entity.
Since when do you speak crazy?
I've spent my whole life with a hermit who worships a mythological machine called man. I'd say crazy is my first language.
Where is Gamma?
Below.
Hiding.
Would not.
Join.
Always.
Hiding.
Below.
How can I use the elevator?
Loading key code database. Bomb detonation prefix 6.
What prefix?
Elevator code 9876.
Wow, these guys could learn a thing or two about security.
But the keypad is deactivated.
System reboot code. System reboot code. System reboot code. Corrupted.
Well, that's helpful.
Goodbye.
Good.
Bye.
It's an open hatchway leading into an upper room. There's no way for me to get up there. Crispin, go up there and scout around.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Interesting.
There's a big brain up there throwing off a lot of sparks and some little bot flying around. He's really annoying.
It's an open hatchway lead.
I already told you what was up there, boss.
The 3 servitors inside the giant robot. The amount of power in the giant robot's power core. The amount of power in the giant robot. The activation code for the elevator. Alpha mentioned that 6 was the detonation prefix for something.
976. Okay. Do one more thing before we leave. 9876.
Crispin, get back.
Alrighty.
No luck.
Alrighty. Well, that about does it for tonight. I should have went to bed a long time ago. And so yeah. So let's exit. And thank you guys. One or two of you that I don't know if you're still in there, but thanks for watching. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm going to end the stream here. Let's go ahead and go to my end screen.